In the last episode, we spent some time in the Bungle Bungles and then made our way to Kununurra for a restock before heading out to Parrys Lagoon. But we got sidetracked and ended up staying a night at Button's Gap. Well, what can I say? This is a magnificent spot, and when we got in last night there was a nice little spot close to the river. Never thought anything about it. River's flowing quite hard. Anyway, set up, and then we noticed a little bit of inundation with water. So we kept an eye on it, made a few markers, and you could see that it was very slowly increasing. Well, we had that lovely fire last night, had that sweet and sour, and the water has actually made its way just to the base of the fire. But more importantly, we, Liz and I, ended up with a really riverside view. So we get up this morning, and this is the buffer that we've got left. So we probably, well, we're only here for one night at any rate. So yeah, when I jumped out of bed, we definitely do have a waterside park. So yeah, cool. Now there's actually one of the guys put a stick in here. Just go down here and put a stick in the water mid-afternoon when we realised that the water was actually coming in. So you can see how far it's actually come. There you go. So it's pretty cool, really close, and but not to the point where it's dangerous. I reckon we probably need to move. If we were staying for a couple of days, I reckon we'd probably need to move this morning. Otherwise we could be washing our feet from the door of the T-van. Alright, it's brekkie time, about 10 to 6 or something. Beautiful time of the day out here. Sun's just starting to get across the back of the hills. Actually, it's quite pretty. It's still up over here. There you go. So, yes, I said brekkie time. Let's get into it and crack off with another day. Cheers.
have made our way to Parry Creek Farm and set up camp there. And now we're heading to the bird observatory and we're taking this back track. It's a bit rugged, but it's quite pretty. We'll catch you later. Show you some bird pictures, hopefully.
It's times like these where I'm really glad that I installed the Bush Wraps kit to the cruiser. Parrys Lagoon is a stunning wetland area located about 20 kilometres south of Wyndham and accessible via this four-wheel drive track. It is part of the Parrys Lagoon Nature Reserve, which is renowned for its rich birdlife, seasonal wetlands and remote natural beauty. The Malagoo Billabong extends out over the water with a raised viewing platform and provides great vantage points for multiple people. We even got to see a big saltwater crocodile while it cruised about under camouflage, making a selection for dinner. This is one of the many wow moments that we experienced on our trip.
Well, we've just had a couple of hours up at that billabong. The bird life was amazing. Even saw a croc up there too. So that kind of finishes our day. Back to the pool for a swim, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Catch you later.
Today would see us head into Wyndham, continuing on what has been the worst piece of road we've travelled so far. Hoping that they would allow us to check in early, we arrived at the caravan park mid-morning, which they did, so we got set up and then went for a look around the town and the wharf area, before heading up to the Five Rivers Lookout just out of town for sunset.
An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our different differences. Yet I thought we were more alike.
Wyndham is Western Australia's most northerly town and the second largest in the Shire. It's a small town with a population of around 1,000. But Wyndham, like many others, was once a bustling town, with the arrival of news of gold discoveries at Halls Creek. The Wyndham port was first established at the base of the Bastion in the 1880s and today provides for the state ship service, the import of fuel, ammonium nitrate and general freight, and the export of iron ore, nickel and live cattle, which have substantially declined in recent years.
We speak but oh nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences.
Arriving early and not too many people about, we set up a couple of camera angles to catch the sunset. Not before this wallaby stole the show.
Everything has lost its taste. Months of rain and chest pain.
Sorry for the hairdo, I've been for a swim. We're at the Five Rivers Lookout at Wyndham and we are just catching the sunset. It is spectacular. Yet again, another good sunset.
Wyndham, like Kununurra, is surrounded by cliff and gorge country and has these 5 rivers flowing into the Cambridge Gulf. The Gulf is a massive waterway providing access to recreational mariners and commercial fishing operators with entry points into the 5 rivers, being the Pentecost, Forest, King, Durack and the Ord rivers, as well as numerous creeks.
Cover things falling down a bit.
It's pretty special, look at that, John. Look.
Yep, we just didn't want to leave. It was absolutely spectacular.
Oh, what a mess. Well, we just got back from the Five Rivers Lookout and obviously tea time. So we're going to have San Chow Bao. So we're supposed to have some bean sprouts in it, and as we do, we improvise when we don't have things. So we've got some, what do you call them? Not doing too good here, am I? Spring onions. And I've only had one beer really. So we're going to just chop these up into bits. So it's a bit of mince. You can ground some mince off, throw a few greens in there, add the sauce, and then it's served in a little lettuce leaf. It'll be very nice, very refreshing.
Radio, take one. There you go, it's yours.
So we're ready to go. Beautiful. Good work, Liz.
Away. Gentle. Right, slow down. Almost there. Bit more. Right, fraction more. Bit more. Whoop.
Ready to go. Well, today is a pretty exciting day for us. We've been, I think this is the third time that we've been to Wyndham, and every other time we've been, the Karunjie Track's been closed. And this time, I don't know if we mentioned it before, but this time it's open. So all things being equal, we're going to give this thing a crack. We had a bloody marvellous night last night. We started off nice and early, and we actually ended up at Wyndham at around about 8:30. The lady was kind enough to let us get in onto the sites. We got in, got all set up, hit the pool for a few hours, down to the wharf for a look around, down to the and the jetties. And that's sort of always interesting. And then we came back, another dip in the pool, and then up to Five Rivers Lookout. And that is absolutely spectacular at sunset. Yeah, it just brought back so many memories from when we were here, trips we've had before. And we've got some more photos to add to the collection. Bloody beautiful. Then it was back to camp. Liz cooked up a sanbo chow. We had that with lettuce and some of Uncle Ben's rice. Magnificent, just a nice little tea. A couple of drinks with friends. And then it was an early night, ready for what's to bestow us today. So it's been warm, 20 degrees overnight, at 36, 37 degrees during the day. They actually said it's actually a little bit inclement for it to be this hot this early. So, but we're enjoying it. We certainly are enjoying it. All right, guys, hopefully we get to capture some of this Karunjie Track for you today. We're looking forward to it. And we'll see you soon.
The landscape changes so quickly out here, from bush to salt flats, and then within minutes you're back into gorge country.
So here we are at the Muchalabra, I hope I pronounced it right, dam, the water catchment area for Wyndham. It's pretty nice up here.
The dam was constructed in 1971 to provide Wyndham with a constant water supply. The dam features a unique construction. It's designed to allow overflow to pass through the rock on the crest of the hill. There is a lovely spot for a picnic under a huge boab tree, but we wanted to head back down the road to some nearby Aboriginal cave paintings and rock art that is located up in an escarpment. A way of communicating and passing on stories to the next generation, these images can be painted, engraved, sculpted, and can often be made up of beeswax and spinifex resin.
So we've climbed up this little rock face to see the Aboriginal rock art. And look, some of it is definitely old. You can see where they've done some new stuff, but there is some authentic old rock art in this site. Well worth coming to see.
Next it was on to this large boab tree. Like all countries, Australia holds some dark history. This boab prison tree on the beautiful King River Road is one of those examples. This tree, also known as the Hillgrove Lockup, was used as a prison in Australia's early history, as a halfway point and overnight stop between Old Halls Creek and Old Wyndham.
You keep going.
After contacting Diggers Rest to access permission and dropping some air out of those tyres, we were on our way on one of my long-time bucket list items.
Well, John, we're now on the Karunjie Track.
Yep. Let's hope it all goes according to plan. We're not in a hurry, we're just going to sneak through here. Just enjoy the whole experience. This was awesome. The track starts off very rocky and bony, then wanders through strands of scrub and small trees. We crossed multiple dry creek crossings, none of which caused too much of an issue, before driving out onto the mud flats. Wow, we spied this eagle's nest. Unfortunately, no eagles to be seen. I'm sure I had a big smile on my face as we travelled across this. As I watched and edited this piece of video, it still brings a smile to the face. The only thing I will say is that as we got to the other end, there are multiple tracks that head off in all directions, and finding the correct one was a small issue. We deployed the drone to confirm that we were in fact on the right track. Arriving at camp at around 3 o'clock, it was a great day and camp wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it looks like it opens out into some pretty flat area with some trees up here. So there's some little beds that are all kept going. This forest's pretty fresh. It's been going through here. It's not very old.
As I mentioned earlier, this was the tricky bit. We followed what looked like the most used track, but it led us to a roundabout. Can you believe that? So after surveying the area from the sky, we found an exit point and were soon on our way. What a perfect way to leave this episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and we hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe. It costs nothing, but does help us out. And remember, don't let the dust settle.